If you have not got your personal life sorted, you don't have wifey, you don't have the ability to meet and connect with the attractive girl, with the beautiful girl that you see in the park, in the mall. We see her hiding behind the tree here. If you don't have the ability to connect and bring these women into your life, you don't have the ability to approach, you don't have the ability to date successfully, take the girl out on the date successfully, to pull them back successfully, whatever the case is. If you have sticking points and it's costing you, the question you've got to ask yourself is, how much is it costing you? How much is it actually costing you in life to not have this area at least moderately taken care of? Okay, you may not wish to be, my friend the rock star, he's in 4 figures. He's actually embarrassed about where he is. You may not want to be that, I wouldn't recommend it. But just having this area of your life taken care of, so you can just kind of move forward and you can essentially think about other stuff. And you can, if you don't have a woman, a girlfriend, and you want one, you can pretty much get that within a few days, few weeks, at tops a month or two, and that would be, a month or two would be very slow. But if you don't have that, if that's not where you are, what is that costing you, brother? What is that costing you, mate? Okay, and is it likely to be something that's going to resolve itself? It's not easy. Guys try and do this stuff alone. It's not easy. It's basically impossible to do alone. As a minimum, you need wings as a minimum. And I think a lot of guys, they just need some guidance in this. So, yeah, where are you in the land of the feminine, as my friend Christian says? And what is it costing you to be outside looking in? What's it costing you mentally, emotionally? I think a lot of guys, I had this last year, so there's going to be a bit of it's hard not to humble brag in these, when you're talking about things like this. I was actually very much raised for humility, which I've kind of rebelled against as I've got older. But let's say last year, I'd moved over from nighttime to daytime approach, really enjoying that. And I had so many dates at one point. I was traveling and I had so many dates at one point, and every girl I met on these dates, I'd say about 60-70% of them were literal wife-worthy wives. And I actually, it was amazing for me. I loved it. But there was a tinge of sadness in me. It's a strange sadness. I thought, wow, I've got all of this. I can only take one. I can only marry one of these girls if I want to. And I thought to myself, what about all the other guys? What about all these other guys out there who are not happy, who are miserable, who think they don't have any options? And who are just putting up with it, who are just accepting it. And that thought, it almost haunted me, which is part of the reason I think I started to make these videos, because it's all achievable. It's all achievable. The real issue is there's too many. There's too many good girls out there. There's too many. And guys just can't bridge the gap between themselves and the girl, and I understand why. Especially in the daytime, it's a new thing, it's a different thing. There's no need to suffer. You don't have to suffer like this. You don't have to. So, yeah, what do you need? Well, you need wings, you need some accountability, and you also need knowledge as well. You also need knowledge. You actually do need to know what you're doing to some extent. So I'll link in this video to the video, the most recent video I did, which is a step-by-step guide to an approach. Watch that video until it's just ingrained into your mind, because if you're struggling with approach, that'll give you a very easy structure, and then you can just relax and be yourself inside of that structure. Let me know in the comments. Unless people communicate with me, I don't really know what's going through their heads, and I don't know what they're struggling with. But I know guys are struggling, and I know a lot of good guys are struggling as well. And this is, in a sense, where I want to come in and try and help. Well, not try and help, actually change people's lives. I was in the nightlife scene for a long time. I was a club promoter for 4 years, and saw so much in that world. Now you see like a lot of like scumbags basically, or a lot of guys who just don't offer anything, with girls who are actually fairly solid. And then on the flip side, you see guys who are great, who just are lacking something when it comes to dealing with women, but they're overall a great package. You're going, wow, we need to connect these two people together. The more good guys I can get, solid guys I can get proficient, the better it's going to be for the world. The girls who end up with the scrubs and the drug dealers and stuff, some of them it's self-destructive. A lot of them though, it's just because they fall for a guy who's pretty decent with women. Yeah. It's not likely they prefer that to a guy who's actually got a decent job, a normal life. It's not actually that they do prefer that. So you can be the normal guy, the cool guy, who's got things going for him, and you've also got that edge, and then you really are the total package. So boys, have hope, have hope, have hope. But also realize this is not going to sort itself out, and this is probably costing you a lot. What's it costing your soul, brother, to not sort this out, to have that healing energy of a feminine touch? What's it costing you?